good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. McCann's kick up and good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Roman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Carolina.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
A.J. Epinesa
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 now.
Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. It's Fields. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Lindsey now off the read option, and he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effective.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds his man, complete. That's Roman. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. steps away. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Breaks through the contact. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Lindsey into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Phillip Lindsey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. On the give is Nwangu. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Room here to run. Touchdown Bears. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Brown.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
He's back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Back to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the false start will back them up 5. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.